Meanwhile, demonstrations and clashes at several colleges in U.S. continue to make headlines. Campuses across the country saw arrests, clashes and unrest as students continue to pressure universities to financially divest from Israel. In Los Angeles, there was heavy police deployment at the University of California after clashes erupted on campus. The tension was diffused and things are reportedly calm at the moment. The heavy police deployment comes in response to Los Angeles mayor's request. Earlier, pro-Palestinian demonstrators and pro-Israeli demonstrators scuffled over steel barricades on campus. Shortly after, the pro-Israeli group threw fireworks at the pro-Palestinian demonstrators, further escalating tensions. Meanwhile, over 300 people were arrested by the New York Police Department at pro-Palestine demonstrations in Columbia University and City College campuses. And this after the university administration had called on the police personnel to clear out the demonstrators and check for outsiders in the demonstrations that haven't taken place.
Approximately 300 people were arrested at Columbia and City College. We are processing the arrests to distinguish between who were actual students and who were not supposed to be on the ground. And we pointed out yesterday these external actors with a history of escalating situations and trying to create chaos, not to peacefully protest, but create chaos.
In the last 24 hours, many arrests have been made across campus in the United States of America. Tensions also escalated between the police and pro-Palestine demonstrators at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Demonstrators and police were seen shoving each other as police tried to remove the encampments from the college grounds.
Back up! Whoa!
A tightly packed group of demonstrators huddled around police officers and chanted slogans. As student rallies have spread to dozens of schools across the U.S., pro-Palestine supporters chanted slogans and waved flags at New York's Fordham University under heavy security.
Step out of the street!
The New York State Department officers removed demonstrators encamped at the Fordham University. Police also arrested 15 people. Meanwhile, at the University of Texas, police arrested at least 17 people. Demonstrators began making an encampment on campus on Wednesday morning. The law enforcement removed the encampment and arrested people on the charges of trespassing. At the University of Arizona, demonstrators engaged in dangerous actions while officials tried dispersing them. While trying to disperse the demonstrators, officers made minimal use of pepper balls, rubber bullets. As per the university's president, about 20 arrests were made. The support for Palestinians is not only restricted to the United States of America, but now the students at UK campuses have also started to voice their support. On Wednesday, pro-Palestinian demonstrations and encampment were established at the Newcastle University. Students had set up tents outside campus buildings and they also unfurled Palestinian flags as the demonstrations against the ongoing war in Gaza. Across the UK, student activism is intensifying as more join the call for Palestinian support. Colleges are becoming stages for political expression regarding the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani sent us this ground report from Fordham University in New York. Take a look.
Because we're standing outside of Fordham, it's hard to know how many of these protesters are students and how many are from the outside, just supporters. Now, these demonstrations come shortly after Mayor Eric Adams said that the protests in Columbia University were being directed by outside agitators. It's not clear what will happen now that the building behind me is covered, but I'll show you around and you can see that there is a very heavy police presence. They have zip ties in hand. And it appears that although some arrests have been made, it appears that more